And another day on the farm. Hi everybody, how's it going? I'm EnviroBoy, you can call me Scott. I'm recording more Stardew Valley today. You get to watch me playing it. It's a Friday in Stardew Land, a Sunday in real life. I think this episode comes out mid-March. I think this one comes out on the Ides of March, if I'm remembering my dates right, in which case it's probably prudent for me to wish my partner a happy birthday. It is, oh, I need a scythe, huh? Okay. Can I, like, no, oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, can I make sure I'm only scything? Do I not have room? Oh, shoot, I gotta empty my stuff out. Hold on a second. Everything's just all pure chaos right now. But I gotta wish happy birthday to my fiance. It's the Ides of March are her birthday, and it's, it's good to make sure that we want to go to existing stacks here and put the fields can go in the special. Put the minerals in that one too. Artifacts maybe for now. I don't know. That's where it'll all stay, but we'll put it all there. Happy birthday to my darling fiance. She is a wonderful person. She makes my life better every day. Not much else that needs to be said about it. That says it all. I could sit and wax poetic about it forever and ever, but for now we'll just leave it there. I love her deeply, and I'm pretty sure she's aware of that. I don't know why she wouldn't be aware of that, but now I've said it, and she can be aware of that. So let's see here. I don't even know where to put these. I have so many essential chests to put things in. I don't know if I want to keep all of these weapons and stuff here. Put the geode in there for now. We'll probably promptly forget it. We'll put our fishy thing in here. I'm gonna put I feel like I want to put the monster loots in here as well for now. And then I think for this one, just gonna go ahead and put the amethyst in there too. We'll organize all this stuff. Okay, well, it's gonna really make the organization strange, but it's alright. Let's go collect up our weed before it disappears and goes bad. Some hay out of it as well. Grab all of this. Grab all of that. Grab it all and grab it all. Ashes to ashes and plants to plants. It's a beautiful day. It's very spring-like outside these days, and I'm quite happy about it. It's definitely doing good things for my mood. That looks like it's a dead plant. I might want to just pluck that sucker up. Summer plants appear to be much more prone to dying, I'm noticing. But outside in real life, it's very spring-like. I'm recording this. It's February right now, and it's very nice having some nice springtime weather. It's a nice change. We've had a harsh winter around here. It's been very snowy. Like it's strange. We had a lot of very strong snow all through January. I live in the part of the nation that had a lot of snowstorms that caused a lot of car pileups, and I think all said the schools in the area have had like somewhere around, like, I don't know, 2 weeks worth of snow days, all in the course of, like, a 3-week time period. There were so many snow days off for the kiddos, and I'm sure they were quite pleased about that. It's hard to say, but, good for them. But it's springtime now. I'm thinking today, like, it's the level of springtime now that I'm thinking today I will probably spend some time opening our windows once it warms up just a bit more outside. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow again, the same thing. It's a nice mood lifter for me, I'll tell you that much. Hold on, it's a Friday. What am I supposed to do on Friday? We're doing quests today, now that our plants have been largely taken care of. I want to keep a few pieces of hay so we can, let's see here, so the hay, the vegetable that goes in here, or the weed is anyway. There we go. We'll put 5 in there. We'll sell those ones. And hey, dried grass used as animal food. I feel like that's a resource that we can keep kind of in here. We'll put that as like the category list stuff to put in there. We'll keep 5 of that. I don't know when we'll have animals to feed with that. And we'll put this in here, selling and stuff. And Belinda, someone dropped you off at the clinic last night. You'd passed out from exhaustion. You've got to take better care of yourself and go to bed at a reasonable hour. I billed you 106 gold to cover your medical expenses, Dr. Harvey. Well, thank you, Dr. Harvey. It's too bad I don't have medical insurance to help cover these things. But alack and alas. Just be glad that I didn't die from an earthquake, I guess, because that happened. And I guess we're just... I guess that's just something that happens around here. We have earthquakes and no one really notices or thinks about it. Is there... Hold on a second. Is there a way to... Like... Hold on, I want to look at my controller share. I want to... Pause game, multiplayer... No, I just want... I need to know what... There we go, controls are. Access menu, access journal, access map, move up, move down, chat box, emote, run, shift inventory, slot 1. We got those. Or slot 11 minus slot 12 plus. Is there not a way to, like, swipe through? Wait, shift toolbar? That's it, tab. Okay, cool. So we can, like, fast shift through these things. That feels important to be able to do. Okay, I gotta check my quests here. I want to check my journal. What do we have? Delivery to Clint. Clint, he wants a carp. We might have a carp, actually. Hold on, let's go see if we have a carp. If we have a carp, we'll bring it to Clint. We gotta take care of the timely ones first, more than anything else. Seems like a valuable thing for us to do. If we come over here... Clint, my man, let me see if I have a carp for you. Do we have a carp? What are you? A mullet, pike, oyster, clam, slime. We don't have a carp, but I actually feel like someone wanted a mullet, right? Mayor shorts. Gotta find Mayor Lewis purple shorts. Bring Judy a cauliflower. I don't think I have a cauliflower. Reach level 40 in the mine. And build a coop. Okay, well. We don't really have the ability to do any of these things right now, so that's not extremely helpful. Oh, I did want to check, though. We have the vegetables. Do we have... What's this one wiggling about? We've got tomato, hot pepper, blueberry, and melon. Don't have any of those things ready at the moment. Boiler room, geologist's bundle. We have probably some of these things. Frozen tear, fire quartz. So hold on. So if we've got those, we come in here. I want to make sure that I've got this either right or wrong. Do we not have... Wait, hold on. We take... Okay, so we want these and these. So if we do that, and if we come over here... Okay, so it's not going to let us actually, like, do it. But we want those and we want those. We don't have anything. I don't think we got a fire quartz or anything like that. We can at least take care of those. Blacksmith's bundle. Need a copper bar and an iron bar and a gold bar. I think we can do a couple of those. What do we have here? Slime, batwing, solar essence, and void essence. We can definitely get a couple of those things. If we want to get the bar and the monster slime. Were those not in here? I thought I put those in there. Maybe I put the monster stuff in here, huh? Yeah, okay. So if we take that out, we got that. Come over in here. No, maybe it was in here. We have the copper. There we go. We have a copper bar. We can take that stuff there. We take those things over to the place stuff, then we can make that happen a little bit, and we can walk around town and see if people are around. Can look around and see if we can find the mayor's shorts. Mayor, you're missing your shorts, I understand. I wonder if it's anyone's birthday today. Better check the calendar by Pierre's shop. Okay, you can do that. That would be something to do. Let's talk to old man Grouchy here. I don't know what you did, but those raccoons haven't been back since last week. Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome and you're welcome. Caroline, it's a fine looking day. Caroline, in your delightfully meek voice, wonderful, quiet lady. Coming to Pelican Town, something or other. Check this one. Like, see, like, what's this one? Does this one have anything? Hold on, we could probably have some fish. And I should be paying attention to. I mean, it might be worthwhile to, like, from now on, the end of the day, just like whatever I have in my inventory, swing by here and see what we find that we can drop off here. We drop off one of those and one of those. And do that, and come back here, blacksmith's bundle, we can put one of those there, and if we come over to the adventurers bundle, and we 99? Okay, well, I guess we're not even close to that one. It won't even let us take partials. Okay, that's good to know. There's got to be, like, an easier way to keep track of this stuff and know. Fish bundles. Sure, we have plenty of these fish bundles here. It's hard to know exactly what the process is for that. I don't understand why. I mean, I guess it's just like for convenience to check, but it's a struggle to understand why we have the whole thing of the notices about stuff. If it's not gonna let us actually like put stuff there, I suppose I'll go on an adventure and see if we can figure out where. Can we go into the sewer? It's locked. I guess there's no sewering for us. Which is understandable, if perhaps a little bit demoralizing and frustrating. Come down here and see. Maybe the mayor left his shorts by the beach. There's a place I would leave my shorts. It's perhaps in the beach if I were to go for a clandestine nighttime skinny dip. Which is a regular activity of most people. Everyone who doesn't do the odd public indecency adventure. We perhaps go around and search around our little farms and stuff. And not quite time to go to the bar yet. So, I used to live in the city, John. I have to admit, this place is much nicer in the summer. The city is so hot with all that concrete. That's fair. That's an accurate representation of things. Oh man, I'm looking outside my window right now, and it is really nice being able to see a little bit of sunshine that's actually coming up as I'm recording. I've taken to recording in the mornings. The time of it just works better if I do that. So it's nice. It's nice that it's getting late enough in the year that we can actually see a little bit of the sunshine happening in the mornings for a change. Is this going to still be locked? It's still locked. As happens, it's acceptable. Understandable, perhaps a bit disappointing. But yeah, I'm glad to be getting some sunshine in the mornings. I still have I've been doing, I think it's the timeline of it kind of gets weird, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned in recordings that'll have been released prior to this one that I've started also sitting in the mornings while recording. Just in general when I'm sitting at my desk with my mood happy light on, which is, it's made a difference. At least it feels like it. Maybe it's a placebo effect, but feels nice and to sit here and with some simulated sunshine. But if it could become actual sunshine, wouldn't that just be all the better? It is funny, the concept of the placebo effect, though. I love the placebo effect. I'm pro placebo. I'm not an amateur placebo. I'm a pro. An old pro. Oh, I should probably be heading back to the saloon if I want to talk to people there. But I am pro placebo effect. I'm a firm believer. You can catch me at the saloon most nights. I have a drinking problem. Animals are great company, but I need to spend time with people too. That's great, Marnie. That's really great. But I'm definitely pro placebo effect. Pro placebo. Ew, it's boiled beet night again. Such a kid answer. I don't know. Jazz, she's keeping it real for us. I don't know you. That caught me very off guard. I wasn't prepared. Oh my gosh. This town's safe, but I always walk the children home anyway. And this town's... Oh, you just say the same thing. Repeating it again and again. Talk to the Valley Girl. I wonder what Alex is doing today. Huh? I didn't notice he's standing there. But, wasn't prepared for just the child to call it. Like, children do say the darndest thing. Belinda, you look puzzled. I guess the hot summer air can make us a little dizzy. Yarg, if you really want to get the fish biting, make sure to put some bait on your hook. That's great. That's a good tip there, friend. But I am pro placebo effect. I've always had sort of a strong sense of it doesn't matter what the mechanism behind it is. If it makes you feel better, then that's a pretty good thing. I kind of wish I had a cat. Unfortunately, my dad is allergic to pretty much everything. Should I let Sam win for once? Nah. I'm just gonna say the same thing. Okay, if I give the cue ball a bit of a topspin, maybe I could. Okay, they're just gonna say the same thing. Is anyone hiding in the back? No, there's still this thing that seems to be interactable, but also isn't. And make much sense, but that's okay. Talking to Ben Shapupo. Don't you have work to do? No, actually I don't. We're just here relaxing for the evening. If you and Maru became friends, I'm sure she'll show you how to use that telescope out back. Pretty exciting, huh? We're pretty insulated from the rest of the world here in Stardew Valley. It has its pros and cons. That's a fair interpretation of things. I've been working hard all week. I deserve a little relaxation on Friday night. You're saying that you deserve to get drunk. And you can do whatever you want. You're handling salty fish all day makes me real thirsty. It's great. So much to say, so little being said. Which one are you, Leah? Leah! Leah. Leah. You can use a tapper to harvest syrups and other useful liquids directly from trees. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. I'll never get tired. Just adding the Jennifer Coolidge. It's a slow process, but the result can be quite valuable. Oh, Elle, my snap was all over the place. I gotta watch that movie again. It's a wonderful film. Oi, Gus, give me another pint of your strongest. Business has been really good tonight. I'm pleased. And then, I wasn't so busy. I'd come help you on the farm. But Gus would be upset if I had another job. Sounds like Gus is perhaps a little too controlling. Maybe he ought to kick rocks or something to those effects. One of those strong sayings that essentially boils down to meaning better mind his own business before someone minds his business for him. My mother used to drive the bus to Calico Desert, but the bus stopped working a few years ago. Mayor says there's not enough money in town. Coffers are out, so you'd have it fixed. That's just wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. Weather doesn't really matter to me. I typically stay near my shop year-round. Depressing, huh? This is an example of a man who could probably use it. Shifting careers. As can we all from time to time. I think it's probably true that most people get frustrated with their jobs at some point in their lives. And they feel like they need to shift. And I think for most people it's often defined as being a midlife crisis. So, you know, there's that to think about. Perhaps tomorrow we'll have enough money to go and purchase some new things. Get ourselves some new seeds and stuff. A rusty spur and a witch hat. Exciting in its own right, I suppose. Rusty spur and witch hat. Which hat, do you ask? Oh, it doesn't matter. The hat, the sorting hat, if you will, and it does a nice little oogity-boogity dance on your head if you put it there. Grinds its little brim hips and largely makes you wonder if it's on some sort of list. But then you recognize that it's far too shabby to be rich enough to be able to be invited to those types of parties, and then it just kind of makes you realize that maybe you and this hat have something in common. Then further leads to the strange realization that you're sitting there identifying with a hat, and maybe it means it's time that you make some human friends. Or just learn how to talk to a human at all in the first place. Not always a good sign if you're sitting here making friends with an inanimate object. Pet the cat and go to sleep. Yes, we shall sleep for the night. Realizing that we forgot to discuss fortunes with the television or weather. But alas, it's too late for such things. So we sleep and see what the next day brings. We awaken. A green rain has descended upon the valley. Something that happens from time to time. Check the weather report. Nothing. Fortune teller and nothing. The acid rain has come for us all. So the doomsday shall end us, and so we shall regret that our lives are not more likely to last beyond today. So time and death comes for us all, and so we must accept our fates. And it's tragic, and yet. Saw the weather report last night. I'm not sure what will happen, but if anyone wants to take shelter in the saloon, I'll keep it open all day. Saturday is normally a foraging and exploring kind of day, and perhaps we'll still do some of this, but perhaps the evidence of what's being discussed is that we ought to bring ourselves to the place in town being suggested. Sweet pea flowers. Come in here. We'll store one more. And go over to our vegetables and store some things. Come over here and can store up a few of our gathered peppers. We need to keep 5 as we do, and the rest can be part of our collection. An artifact. Gunther can tell you more about this. Pointy wit chat popular with our stuff. If we go and check our inventory, perhaps we can wear a witch's hat. Don't know if it'll mean anything for us, but certainly can't hurt. It's a sentiment that we hold on to. Can we craft? The question of whether we can craft more of these remains a question that has just been answered by the fact that we clearly could. In fact, we can probably make at least one more if we come to our crafting table. We can craft one more and put it there. Now we're out of stuff to do that with. If we come in here, we can store the seeds and save them for later, as one does. These things, these starred items and extra vegetables can be ready for selling, and the artifact will bring that over. For now, we'll sell and sell and sell some more. These other things, our monster pieces, can go back, and so can our minerals and all that stuff. Come over here. Store that. Let's see here. Ancient seed, actually, the artifact. We should probably bring that to Gunther, too, now that I'm thinking perhaps a bit more clearly than I was prior. Keep that so it's organized. The green rain makes us worry. It turns into a jungle, and now we must traverse and worry about the assaults of baboons and other unsavory jungle creatures. Perhaps tigers will storm out and assault us and make us wonder if we have any hope of surviving. Come into the saloon. What do we find here? Lots of people. Perhaps information can be gleaned. Design from the Almighty. We're doomed. Pam, we are inclined to agree with your interpretation. Penny. You all right? We're all wondering what's going on. We are all wondering what's going on. I brought some medical supplies, just in case. Be careful out there. I hope these weird rains don't bother the fish. Could ruin me life. Just got off the phone with the governor. Apparently this rain is supposed to be completely harmless, just an unusual phenomenon of nature. Still, some of the townsfolk are panicking, which is never good. I saw the weather report last night. Really gave me a scare. Are there monsters out there? What's happening? Let's not get in a tizzy now, Gus. I propose a round of drinks to settle the nerves. I don't think I've ever set foot in this place. It's actually kind of cozy. Oh, I'm not worried about the rain. I'm sure it'll pass. There must be a meaning behind this. Nature's trying to tell us something. What? Though I can't tell. It's hard to read. I feel a strong presence, though. And presence is always good for everyone. It's situations like this where a person's true character is put to the test. I'll keep everyone safe from the toxic rain. And so we see the hint of Gus's secret crush. But we won't tell Gus. No, no. We'll keep your secrets, at least for the time being. Meanwhile, we can go around and search around. Still do our foraging, see if perhaps there's fancier, fun things to find in the Green Rain. Perhaps there will be, and perhaps there won't. It's impossible to know. Reminder, 300 pieces of wood would be sufficient. For now, we shall go to the museum and donate things, and presume that perhaps there can be any sort of benefit gleaned from finding a piece of garbage in our old farmlands. We have books on foraging. The local woods and mountains are great places to find wild produce. A good forager will clear out any weeds, stumps, or stones from those areas, so the wild produce has plenty of space to grow. Expert foragers know the secret to cultivating wild food, so that it can be grown in the farm. Isn't that amazing? On foraging, the local woods and mountains are great places to find wild produce. We've already discussed this. Just the one book, though it would seem. Not repeating. Donate to the museum. Can put this and this. Very unorganized, but largely not our problem. Collect the rewards of ancient seeds. And we have a recipe for ancient seeds. And so it is that we gain our rewards, and we can continue our foraging trek, just to see what the crappity is going on and if there's anything worthwhile. And go up and perhaps check the village purchasing depot, otherwise known as a store, and see what kind of seeds we might be able to afford. We have various seeds that might be useful. Calendars. More calendars. Frustrating inability. Help wanted. A slime hunter to slay 6 green slimes in the local mine. We can accept the quest. Whether it has a timeline or not is irrelevant, because either we accept and don't meet it, or we don't accept. Come back when Pierre's tending the shop, when she doesn't appear to be doing it all. Perhaps we can go speak to our friends here and see what they have to say. I've never seen green rain before. It must not be too dangerous if you made it here. I want to go exploring, but I can tell my mom is kind of worried. I don't want to add to her stress. No customers. Any more of this green rain and my ledger will be in the red. Well, your ignorance is astounding, considering that I'm standing here, and the reason I'm here is because I wish to be a shopper and purchase things from you. Alas, alack and alas, 'twas not meant to be, so we'll return to our farm and see what sort of foraging and activities we can get up to in the meantime, since there doesn't appear to be much going on today. Perhaps, maybe, just maybe, we can take the long way. Maybe we can chop down such insane vinery. See what happens with it. We can gain fiddlehead ferns. And if we take our scythes and get ourselves a multitude of fibers, perhaps we can chop down this tree and see if there's anything else unique to be found. And you never know what one might find, and you never know when Belinda will randomly, wantonly choose to look in a different direction while swinging her axe around. Some might call it unsafe to do so, and if they were to say that, then we'd probably have a point, but it's just not really here nor there. Go in and see. Actually, we don't. Whether there's anything to be gained from visiting the place right now is not our concern. Instead, we'd rather walk around and take from the good earth. Much like the term, the serviceberry, we have a creepy man here. can discuss with him. Don't mind me, Belinda. I'm just collecting some samples. This may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you see my wife, can you tell her I'm okay? I haven't died yet, and there's a leak in my suit, and I suspect I'm doomed. The evidence of you being fine go against that, but still, I'm erring on the side of panic myself. We see the noble man in his thing, and perhaps we can help him gain some samples just by being better at stuff than he is, and chopping everything down and seeing what we find here. Mostly it's fibers and mosses to find, and nothing exceptionally special, but at the same time, if we continue to go around and chop everything down, perhaps we can gain some unique things. We've seen this before? Wait, hold on a second. Railroad. This appears to be open. Don't recall seeing this before. The bathhouse. We look at this and we wonder what on earth is happening. We go into the women's because Belinda is a sensible individual. Not interested in making waves. Instead, just wishes to see what is to be found around here. Belinda, in her wonderful sauna outfit, goes in to the bathhouse, walking, ever careful, ever wise and brilliant about such things. Goes for a swim in the pool. What is there to be gained from doing this? No one can know. It's impossible for us to know such things. But we go for a swim. And we take our time walking, slow, deliberate, and unable to find anything else of value. Peaceful here. A nice, calm change of events. Something that we don't often get. Time seems to tick ever slowly. Perhaps even stopping in a way that we wouldn't expect. The men's locker room. You can't go in there. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do that, you psycho. Why would you do that? Why would you even think that you could do that? A swim. A lovely swim. Departure from the pool. And we go up and see that there are lockers. Perhaps someone's left behind something interesting. Some sort of wanton goods that were not previously wanted. Or were previously wanted and are no longer wanted. Suppose we check in here. Items for women. A thoughtful detail. It's Abigail's locker. It stinks pretty bad. Abigail is a stinky individual. It's Penny's locker. There's the frilly bathing suit inside. Were there shorts? Perhaps. But we'll never know. Because it's the men's locker room. You can't go in there. If we wanted purple shorts, well, we're not going to find it here. We can continue to search this area, though. And we see the railroads and hope that a tree doesn't come by and absolutely wreck us as we travel. And we come up here and see what the deal is here and find that there really is nothing. The deal is just that it's a distraction from what other important business we may have going on at any given time. Frankly, it's rude of the game to imply that maybe there'd be something more interesting about this place. Perhaps it's true that we should be more excited about this. Perhaps the chicken house, perhaps the Baba Yaga will have information for us here. Question marks and question marks, but no answers, only questions, as is wont to happen when exploring unknown places. Still, we gain nothing and we continue to walk. One might ask, what's going on with your tone of voice? Why do you keep talking like that, you big weirdo? The answer is that I feel like it. Same as any time I do anything else in my life with this channel. I do it because I feel like doing it, and frankly, that's a good enough reason to ever do anything. Perhaps a burgeoning philosophy of sorts, a fresh determination to only do what seems like sounds fun at any given time, and do things in ways that are largely enjoyable and and not worrying too much about whether or not it's the quote-unquote correct thing to do. After all, what is correct other than just what some random person somewhere at some point in time decided would be good and right to do? And who's to say that we can't be the next person to decide what is and isn't correct? There's no rules about these things. There's only life and the joy that we gain from it. And so I shall say random things while playing random games for random people who stumble upon this random channel and randomly find random enjoyment from what we're doing. Is that good enough? Maybe. Maybe not. It's not for me to determine. What is for me to determine is what I do with my channel. Belinda shall walk around and take advantage of the wild amounts of stuff all around. Collect up all sorts of moss and fibers and hoe up some stuff and perhaps go and even plant a couple things that can just fit in some of those odd job spaces that are just kind of left behind, that are going to be weird gaps in our ever smooth plantings and plotting, since Mr. Store owner was more interested in complaining about people not coming into his store than helping the people who were coming into his store. We've all had those days when we wish to perceive that there are problems in our lives, mostly so we can martyr ourselves and feel more interesting and special than we've all had those days, don't deny it. It's the same as how we've all sometimes, at least every now and then, will practice our smile in the mirror, because we think there's any benefit to it, but because we're humans, and these are the strange things that strange humans strangely do for some reason sometimes. It's fine. You're not weird. You just do it. Or at least you're not any more or less weird than the rest of us. You do weird things, and it's all that matters sometimes. It's okay to do weird things. Looking in here. Come in here. Perhaps with some of our seeds. That's spring seeds and summer seeds. Perhaps we take the summer seeds and plant those around, and we have the ancient seed, and take that and keep it actually. And so we can come over here and we can take the hoe that spot right there, and hoe that. Can we not hoe this? We can't hoe that plant. That plant is determined to stay put. We can do that one. We can come over and get around our scarecrow and do that one. Take an ancient seed and plant that one there someplace and see what we get from it, and then we can come over here and take our summer seeds and just plant them around and see what we get. Will we get anything interesting? Perhaps, perhaps not. It's not for us to know or determine yet. We can come over here now and we can store our seeds. Notice anything else, add to existing stacks and see what we get and organize everything. And mixed seeds, maybe there's a little bit of something that can be there, and maybe we can gain stuff from that, but not today. Today is not what that will not be doing that. We should take the calcite and move that somewhere else. It's needed there. And come over here and we can go to, first off, our little foraging. We can put a grape there and a little fruit. And it'll hang out there and be nice, and that can be sold. And not really anything we need. Our forages and our resources and seeds and stones and vegetables and stuff. If we come over here, and this one we can add to existing stacks and consider putting our calcite in there as well. That can belong in there. It's a good place for it. Come over here and check this and notice that we don't really have anything that needs to go there. What a waste. And we can check and see. We've got some vegetables here, so we can put our vegetables here. The fruits perhaps go into the pink one. Go ahead and reorganize that just for the sake of doing it the way that we've been doing it, following our own plans and intentions. Let's store those there, just make it organized. And then we can go and check our forages and stuff over in here. And store up that. Sap can go in there with the forage. And that can be sold, and these seeds can just hang out there and planted to grow rare wild trees. Maybe we can do something with those at a different time. Come over here. Come over here and sell our sweet peas. And then we can call it a day. And come in here, notice our sleeping cat. very asleep, and we come in here and we call it a day. And thus we say thank you so much for joining. We love and appreciate every single one of you who comes and joins us here. Do things for the joy of it is the advice we'll leave you. For the enjoyment of it, the joy that you find in life. Because remember, at the end of the day, nothing matters. Perhaps that's a little nihilistic, but at the same time, there's something freeing about it, knowing that you can mostly do whatever you want, and the worst that'll happen is someone might roll their eyes and say, that was kind of strange, and then you can go about your day. So if it brings you joy, you should do it. Just keep in mind certain limitations, like make sure it's not gonna, to hurt people. It's hurting people is bad, and that's not what we want to be remembered for, hurting other people. Or at least if you want to be a good person, you shouldn't be remembered for that. So, simple advice for a simple life. Bye. Is it weird that I spent so much time just wantonly talking like this? Perhaps, but it's fun. Adds a different dimension to everything that we do around here. Sometimes if you just do a funny voice, it's fine. It's the narrator voice, the omniscient voice.